Good, happy Friday evening. Is Friday, November 14, 2025. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Friday evening edition of WRMK News 12 at 10 p.m. We have a lot of news to get to on this Friday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, multi-vehicle crash on Route 3/11 bypass leaves 2 dead in Guildford. A serious crash in Guildford has left 2 people dead and 2 others injured, according to local police. Authorities said the collision, which involved 3 vehicles, occurred Friday on Route 3/11 bypass in the Lakes region. Emergency crews responded to the scene shortly after the crash was reported. Police confirmed that 2 victims died as a result of the incident. The conditions of the 2 additional individuals who were injured have not been released. Route 3/11 bypass remains closed between Guildford Avenue and Lake Shore Road as investigators work to determine the cause of the crash. Officials are urging drivers to avoid the area and use alternative routes until further notice. Jury set to begin deliberation in YDC sexual assault trial. Jurors are preparing to begin deliberation Monday in the trial of former youth detention center employee accused of sexually assaulting a teenager nearly 3 decades ago. Closing arguments concluded Friday afternoon in the case against Stephen Murphy, who faces multiple counts of felonious sexual assault. Prosecutors alleged the assaults occurred when the accuser, David Meehan, was a teenager in state custody. Earlier in the week, jurors heard testimony from Meehan, who detailed repeated assaults he said were carried out by Murphy during his time at the YDC. Murphy's defense team sought to discredit Meehan's account, arguing inconsistency in his statements raised doubt about the allegations. Murphy took the stand before closing arguments, firmly denying the charges. These are completely false accusations, he testified. Prosecutors concurred that Meehan's testimony was credible and rooted in genuine recollection. David did not take and did not convert these memories, Assistant Attorney General told jurors. He remembers well. He was there. Although WRMK News 12 typically withholds the names of alleged sexual assault victims, Meehan has chosen to speak publicly about his accusations. After closing arguments, the jury was dismissed for the weekend. Deliberations are scheduled to begin Monday morning. Man seriously injured after climbing onto roof of a moving bus on I-95. A 35-year-old New York man was seriously injured Friday morning after climbing onto the roof of a moving Concord Coach Lines bus on Interstate 95 in Kittery, according to Maine State Police. Investigators said the man opened the bus's emergency roof hatch while the vehicle was in motion and made his way onto the roof. The driver, upon noticing the situation, immediately began to slow down and attempted to pull over. Before the bus came to a stop, the man fell from the roof onto the side of the highway. He was transported to Portsmouth Regional Hospital with serious but non life threatening injuries. Witnesses reported that the man told others he felt overheated before opening the hatch. Police said they have not yet been able to interview him and therefore do not know his state of mind at the time of the incident. A replacement bus was dispatched to continue the route for passengers, and officials said traffic was not significantly impacted. The incident remains under investigation. Police investigate discovery of 2 bodies in vehicles outside the Concord Walmart. Concord police are investigating after 2 men were found dead in separate vehicles in the parking lot of the Walmart on Loudon Road in Concord, New Hampshire. Officers were initially called to the scene following a report that one of the individuals had been found shot to death inside a car. When they arrived, they located a second deceased man in another vehicle nearby. Authorities have not released the identities of either man, providing only that both were male. Police said early findings suggest there is no danger to the public, and the Attorney General's office confirmed its homicide unit has not been called to assist at this stage. Investigators are working to determine the circumstances surrounding the deaths. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Concord Police Department. Epstein messages spark new controversy. Fresh controversy has emerged following the release of messages from Jeffrey Epstein that make repeated references to President Trump. And that does it for this evening edition of WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching this Friday evening edition. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. And I will see you back here on Monday for another broadcast. Good night, and have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you, and have a nice night.